In the top stories, Prime Minister Drew meets with National's security top brass. Haiti health system nears collapse as medicine dwindles, and at least 6 dead in latest migrant boat tragedy off the coast of Djibouti. Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Midday Newscast. Today is Wednesday, April 24th, 2024. I'm Scotty Sia Hendrickson. Nationally, Honorable Dr. Terence Drew, Prime Minister and Minister of National Security in the St. Kitts and Nevis, met with National Security top brass on Tuesday, immediately upon his return to the Federation, according to the St. Kitts Nevis Information Service, SKNIS. The meeting included James Sutton, Commissioner of Police of the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force, Commander Lieutenant Colonel J. Anthony Comrie of the St. Kitts and Nevis Defense Force, Honorable Garth Wilkin, Attorney General, and Glenroy Blanchett, Acting Permanent Secretary. On the agenda was the current security landscape and strategic responses to the nation's crime situation, the reinforcement of the government's commitment to maintaining national security, and improving responses to criminal activities to combat crime. Prime Minister Drew is quoted as saying, "Upon my return, it was imperative to immediately assess our national security situation. My discussions with the relevant security bodies have reinforced our resolve to implement robust and dynamic strategies that address our current challenges head on. The safety and security of our citizens remain our top priority, and we are committed to ensuring a peaceful and secure environment for all." End quote. The meeting highlighted ongoing and upcoming initiatives aimed at bolstering the compatibilities of law enforcement agencies and improving the overall criminal justice system. Prime Minister Drew said that the government continues to seek the cooperation and support of the public as it strives to create safer communities through enhanced policies and efforts of national security forces. The murder trials of Jarrell Alford, who was stabbed during the Sugar Mass Juve morning jam in 2022, has come to a premature close. His accused murderer is Calvin Powell. In a press release issued on Tuesday night, Director of Public Prosecutions Adelaide Smith told of the circumstances that led to the recently convened trial. The DPP said, and I quote, "A null proseque, Latin for not wishing to prosecute, was entered into the case of the DPP versus Calvin Powell, who was then 18 years old and was charged for the murder of Alford, who was 21 years of age. The trial commenced on April 17th and continued through April 18th, where the prosecution was examining its first and key witness. According to the DPP, during the examination of the witness, he became hostile and the prosecution was permitted to cross-examine him. The cross-examination was then set to continue on Monday, April 22nd. However, on Saturday, April 19th, new information came to the attention of the prosecution from another potential witness. Upon further investigation, it was revealed that the lead investigator in the matter had taken notes during an interaction with this witness, but not a formal statement was obtained. The DPP said that the notes taken during the interaction cannot be found. The investigator cannot recall the details of the witness's statements, nor could he assist with the identity of the potential witness. He stated, and I quote, "While the prosecution believes it could potentially secure a conviction if allowed to continue, the inability to disclose this potential information raises significant concerns about the likelihood of that conviction being overturned on appeal. The Court of Appeal would never accept the excuse that the notes have been lost especially where they could potentially be beneficial to Powell. The fact that the notes cannot be found cannot redound to his detriment. Consequently, in the interest of justice and due process, the prosecution cannot proceed in this manner." End quote. The charges against Powell have therefore been dropped, but the case can be reopened if further investigation yields new evidence that strengthens the prosecution's case. A safety protocols and preparedness drill saw the Joseph and France General Hospital in temporary darkness on Tuesday night. According to the Ministry of Health in a press release, it was part of a controlled, planned stimulation exercise aimed at testing for catastrophic failures. This drill is an integral component of our ongoing commitment to ensure the safety and well-being of all patients under our care. The purpose of this exercise was to assess and enhance our hospital's response capabilities in the event of an actual emergency. The ministry said the decision to not to decimate information prior to the stimulation was to stimulate a real-life situation. We understand that the undisclosed nature of the exercise may have caused our patients and their families to raise their levels of concern. However, this was the intended outcome, as it was crucial to maintaining the illusion of an actual emergency of this level. The closer the stimulation is to real-world conditions helps us to ensure that the patient care remains uncompromised and that our staff is equipped to handle any situation with the highest level of professionalism and efficiency. The ministry thanked the public for their understanding and support and regretted any inconvenience caused. Meanwhile, the St. Kitts Electricity Company said that a drill at its Buckley's indoor substation on Keon Street was part of its commitment to enhancing safety protocols and preparedness. The drill stimulated an explosion scenario and was aimed at testing the preparedness and coordination of first responders. The drill was meticulously planned and executed by Skellig's Safety Week Committee in collaboration with the Fire and Rescue Services. In regional news,